The events depicted in this video are based on real incidents. The script has been created for educational and entertainment purposes only. The safety of passengers and crew members is of the utmost importance.
The 66 passengers and crew all died. They collectively held citizenship in 13 different countries. 56 passengers from 12 different countries were on board. 3 passengers were reported to be children, including 2 infants. Some of the passengers held multiple citizenship. The crew of 10 consisted of 2 pilots, 5 flight attendants, and 3 security personnel. According to Egypt Air, Captain Mohammed Shokir had 6,275 hours of flying experience, including 2,101 hours on the A320, while First Officer Mohammed Assem had 2,766 hours.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to Air Crash Chronicles, the channel that takes you deep into the world of air crash investigations. Today, we dive into the mysterious and tragic story of Egypt Air Flight 804. Before we begin, please hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to never miss an update from Air Crash Chronicles. On the evening of May 18, 2016, Egypt Air Flight 804, an Airbus A320, was en route from Paris to Cairo, carrying 56 passengers and 10 crew members. It was a routine flight, expected to be around 3.5 hours long. However, destiny had something else in store for the unsuspecting passengers aboard. The crew had performed their pre-flight checks, and the aircraft was in pristine condition, leaving no signs of any imminent danger. But as the flight crossed the Mediterranean Sea at an altitude of 37,000 feet, something went terribly wrong. Suddenly, the aircraft started descending rapidly. The pilots desperately tried to regain control, but their efforts were in vain. The plane was losing altitude at an alarming rate. As air traffic controllers watched in disbelief, the radar blip representing Egypt Air Flight 804 vanished from their screens. Authorities were soon notified, and the search and rescue operation kicked into high gear. In the following days, search vessels and aircraft scoured the Mediterranean, hoping to find any trace of the doomed aircraft. Experts from around the world joined forces, determined to uncover the truth behind this devastating air crash. But what caused Egypt Air Flight 804 to fall out of the sky? Was it a technical malfunction, or was foul play involved? The families of those on board deserved answers. The investigators found themselves facing a perplexing puzzle. The wreckage was eventually discovered nearly 2 weeks later, resting at the bottom of the Mediterranean Sea. The plane's black box, containing crucial flight data and cockpit voice recordings, was recovered, offering hope that it would unveil the secrets of that fateful night. As the experts analyzed the evidence, various theories began to emerge. Some suggested that a sudden and catastrophic fire had engulfed the aircraft, leading to the sudden descent. Others pondered the possibility of a terrorist attack. The investigation further intensified as forensic teams meticulously combed through every piece of debris. Were there any signs of sabotage, or did the plane succumb to an unforeseen structural failure? But just as the investigation seemed to be inching closer to the truth, a new development sent shockwaves through the aviation community. The cockpit voice recordings revealed an eerie silence, leaving the investigators baffled. What happened in those final moments? The mystery deepened, and the families of the victims were left in anguish. In April 2019, a French investigation report obtained by Le Parisien revealed that the aircraft involved in the accident was deemed unfit to fly. The report stated that recurring defects had been ignored by the crew on at least 4 previous flights, and the aircraft had not undergone proper inspections. The ECAM system had raised around 20 alerts, both visually and audibly, the day before the flight, including alerts indicating an electrical problem that could potentially lead to a fire. Instead of following Airbus's prescribed procedures, the pilots simply reset the circuit breakers and dismissed the messages. Similar alerts had occurred on previous flights dating back to May 1, 2016, but the airline had neglected them. As part of the investigation, a search warrant was issued to obtain data from the BEA, Bureau of Inquiry and Analysis for Civil Aviation Safety. Initially, the BEA had refused to provide data to the French judicial investigators, claiming that they were not obligated to do so under international aviation law. However, after the search, the BEA acknowledged that the data had been preserved through automatic backups, even after the original files had been deleted. Crew members who had flown on the aircraft before the crash indicated that they had not encountered any problems during their flights, according to the investigators. Egypt Air's CEO, Ahmed Adel, disputed the findings of the French report, describing it as misleading. Stay tuned for the next episode of Air Crash Chronicles,